everyone, welcome to the Jayda and Stitches show. We have a poppy pattern for you today. This very humble and quick little project was designed with the use of it in larger projects in mind. So I recommend acrylic yarn, something that will weather well if you want to use it in an outdoor wreath or something that you intend to lay at a cenotaph or maybe at an outdoor graveyard. You can also, of course, use this as an applique in things like memorial blankets. This little poppy pattern has a free written pattern for all of you over on our website. We've linked to our pattern workshop page down below in the description box. And if you're still learning how to read patterns, then this is a very easy pattern. So it's a good one to download and print off and follow along with today's tutorial. You don't need very much yarn, and that's all I'm going to say. So let's grab our hooks, grab our yarn, we'll head on over to the craft table, and we will stitch up some poppies together. For today's little poppy, I'm using a size 4 medium weight acrylic yarn. You can use any fiber you like though, but a size 4 weight is a good weight size for this particular project. You need about 2 yards for the middle, which is black, and around 4 to 6 yards of red for the leaves. You want a pair of scissors, a yarn needle, and I'm using a 5mm hook. This is also known as an H or an 8. And once you've got all that together, we can get started. Black is not terribly easy to see on camera, so I'm going to use this dark green to demonstrate the middle section. We're going to begin with a cinch circle. So we cross our yarn to make a loop, place our hook through the loop, grab the yarn. We're going to chain 1. That will make and secure the circle. We're going to work all of our little first row stitches over top of the short tail. Into this ring we are going to work 6 single crochet. Once you have 6, you're going to take your little short tail, pull it, and cinch the entire circle shut. We are not joining our row with a slip stitch. We are going to continue to single crochet into the first stitch of what was row 1, and I'm going to work over top of my short tail as I go. So you should have 6 single crochet all the way around. We're going to work directly into the first stitch. So just slip your hook right through there, but we're not slip stitching. We're going to work 2 single crochet into that stitch, and I am working over top of my short tail. This is just so I can weave it in as I go. You can also just leave your tail to the back and weave it in later. That's 2 single crochet in the first stitch. You're going to work 2 single crochet in each of the remaining 5 stitches of this row, bringing your stitch count from 6 up to 12. Once you've worked 2 single crochet into each of those stitches from row 1, you'll have 12 stitches all the way around. We are going to single crochet once into the next stitch just to even up the shape of the circle, and then we're going to slip stitch into the next stitch and fasten off. And that is the center of your poppy. You can grab your scissors, snip your yarn, fasten off, make sure that's a nice tight knot, and you can either leave this tail to the back and weave it in later, or work over top of it as we work the little red petal part. We're going to take our red yarn now and make a slip knot. We're going to join our yarn with a slip stitch in the same place that we knotted off. So if you pull up on that tail and you see that little space opening up right there, you're going to slip your hook in right there and join your yarn with a slip stitch. There we go. I'm going to work over top of both of these little short tails as we go, but again you can leave them out to the back and weave them in later if you like. Each of these petals is made the same way. We are going to chain 2 into the same place that we joined our yarn. We're going to double crochet, and now into the next stitch we're going to double crochet twice, And into the next stitch, we're going to double crochet once, chain 2, and slip stitch into the same stitch that you just double crocheted into. So each stitch along the center of the poppy gets 2 things done to it. So you either chain and double crochet twice, or double crochet and chain. That is a petal. Let's do one more. We're going to slip stitch into the next stitch to begin. From here, we're going to chain 2 and double crochet into the same stitch. So chain 2, double crochet in the same stitch. Into the next stitch, this guy right here, the middle of the flower petal, you're going to double crochet twice. Try not to have your loop slip off your hook. And into the next stitch, the last part of the petal, we're going to double crochet, chain 2, and slip stitch into the same place that you double crocheted. And that gives us a defined petal. We'll do one more together. Slip stitch into the next stitch to start. Chain 2, double crochet into the same stitch. Into the next stitch, work 2 double crochet, and into the next stitch, double crochet once, chain 2, and slip stitch into the same stitch. Slip stitch into the next stitch. This begins our last petal. Chain 2, double crochet into the same stitch, 2 double crochet into the next stitch, double crochet into the last stitch, chain 2, and slip stitch into the same place. You're going to have a little bit of a gap here. This is because we joined our circle with a slip stitch. You're just going to skip over top, join your yarn with a slip stitch in the base of the first stitches you made, and that will just cover that little area. You can fasten off. If you're going to use this as an applique, then leave a nice long tail of your red yarn, and you can sew this down as an applique to your project by sewing along all of the edges of the petals. Otherwise, just snip yourself a little tail, make sure that you've pulled that nice and tight, flip your flower over, and you can weave that little tail in back and forth underneath some of the stitches of your previous petal. And if you pull it nice and tight, it will get rid of that little gap that shows up there. I like to go through the stitches of half of the next petal, pull kind of tightly, and then double back through all of those same stitches. And if I have any tail left over, I will double back again. This way that little tail isn't going to slip out of the stitches, and I know it's in there nice and snug. When you're done, just sort of push and pull those little petal stitches into place. I recommend trying to use yarns that are both the same size. So I recommend weight category 4, but not all weight category yarns are always made the same. So when you are making these, as this one here, I used a black yarn and a red yarn that are very, very similar in size and also sort of feel. So they're both kind of shiny. And I feel that that makes the best looking poppy because both of those yarns are sort of similar in size. This one, the middle that I used, has a slightly thicker weight even though it's the same size 4 category, and it's softer, it's not as shiny, so it did make for a larger middle. Just a little something to keep in mind when you're choosing your yarns. The poppy is a very beautiful symbol of remembrance. It's simple, but it's very eye-catching, and the meaning is clear to everybody who sees it. So I hope if you are looking for a little poppy pattern to include in a larger memorial project, that this one fits the bill for you. And remember, you can also make it larger or smaller by changing the hook size and the yarn size depending on the need for your project. We hope you enjoyed making this little poppy along with us today. Make sure you pick up the pattern over on our website, and we will see you soon here on the Jayda and Stitches show. Until then, stay safe, stay crafty, hug your loved ones, and have a great week. Bye everyone!
Hi everyone, this is Mama in Stitches. Thank you for watching. Here are a few other videos you might enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe, and you can also click the like button and the bell. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.